to ask you, what's with that pocket on your shirt?
Oh, Jake's in here. Sup, Jake?
Greetings everyone, and welcome to my first ever music video. I'll present to you the Sonic the Hedgehog and Diamond Dimensions title theme song. This is based on a comment I'm making on DeviantArt. Enjoy, and I hope you like it.